All right. Deep divers ready to unlock some ancient wisdom.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
we're taking a deep dive into the Kybalion's principle of mental gender.
All right.
Now, before you start picturing, like, Venus and Mars symbols, this isn't about, like, the gender you see in the mirror or anything.
Right, right.
It's about the masculine and feminine energies that are within every single mind.
Okay.
The yin and yang.
Got it.
But for your thoughts.
I like that.
So I am so excited to explore this with you.
Me too.
And lucky for us,
Yeah.
we have an expert guide to help us navigate these deep waters.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
So what's so fascinating about this principle?
Well, what's fascinating is how much it resonates with ideas that we see popping up everywhere today. Like modern psychology is all about the dual mind, you know?
Right.
Conscious and subconscious, system 1 and system 2 thinking. It's like that famous quote from Carl Jung, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone carries a shadow. Suggesting like a hidden side to our personalities. And the Kybalion was exploring this duality centuries ago.
So like those, like, two wolves memes that everyone shares online?
Yes, exactly.
Like one wolf is all logic and willpower, and the other's intuition and feelings?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so I'm starting to see the connection now.
Uh-huh.
The Kybalion just gave those wolves fancy names.
Exactly.
Masculine and feminine.
Masculine and feminine, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the Kybalion doesn't stop at just like simply labeling these two aspects of the mind, right?
Right.
It goes deeper.
It does.
Suggesting that these forces are like constantly interacting,
Yeah.
shaping our thoughts, our emotions, even our creations.
Absolutely. It's like a cosmic dance within our own minds.
Okay, I'm picturing a mental tango right now.
Uh-huh. I love it.
But how does this dance actually play out?
Yeah.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
How do these masculine and feminine principles actually work within us?
Okay, well, the Kybalion breaks it down beautifully, and they start with that most basic declaration of self. I am.
I am.
Even in that simple statement, they see a reflection of mental gender.
Oh, wow.
So the I represents the masculine principle, the active directing force.
Okay.
It's the part of us that makes decisions,
Uh-huh.
sets intentions, and takes charge.
Okay.
Think of it like the captain of your mental ship.
Okay, so I is like Captain Kirk, boldly going where no thought has gone before.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Okay, I'm following you.
Okay, good.
So what about the am?
Yeah.
Where does the feminine fit into this mental starship?
All right, so that's where the me comes in.
Okay.
The Kybalion associates the me with the feminine principle.
Okay.
It's the receptive aspect of ourselves,
Right.
the part that experiences emotions, absorbs information, and shapes our unique personality.
Right.
Think of it like the ship itself constantly being molded and influenced by the journey.
Okay. I'm digging this analogy.
Good.
But if the me is always being shaped by experiences, like clay on a potter's wheel,
Right.
how do we ever, like, develop a solid sense of self?
That's a great question.
It seems like we could just get lost in the flow,
Yeah.
you know, constantly changing with the tides.
Right, and that's where the Kybalion gets really insightful.
Okay.
They warn against the trap of identifying the me solely with the physical body and material possessions.
Okay.
It's like in those makeover movies where the character thinks new clothes will change who they are.
Right.
They haven't tapped into their true me.
Totally. It's like those social media influencers
Yeah,
who define themselves by their follower count or the brands that they wear.
exactly.
They're all about the external me.
Yeah,
But what happens when the likes disappear?
right.
It's a recipe for an identity crisis.
Exactly. The Kybalion suggests we go beyond those surface-level identifications.
Okay.
It encourages us to see the me as something deeper,
Ah.
more enduring,
Right.
not tied to fleeting trends or external validation.
Okay.
And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm all ears. How do we access this deeper me?
Right.
Is there a secret password?
Ha!
A hidden door in our minds that we need to unlock?
Well, the key, according to the Kybalion, is to cultivate a sense of self that transcends both the physical body and the constantly fluctuating emotions.
Yep.
It's about recognizing a core essence,
Uh-huh.
a me, that remains constant even as the external world and our internal states change.
So it's like finding that unshakable center within ourselves, even amidst the chaos of life.
Yes.
Kind of like that line from Rudyard Kipling's poem, "If you can keep your head when all about, you are losing theirs."
That's a brilliant connection. Kipling was tapping into that same idea of inner strength and resilience that the Kybalion emphasizes.
Yeah.
It's about developing a sense of self that's not easily swayed by external circumstances or emotional turbulence.
Right.
It's about becoming the calm amidst the storm.
Wow, that's powerful imagery.
It is.
And honestly, who wouldn't want to be a little less reactive?
Right.
And a little more Captain Kirk in their own lives?
Exactly.
But how do we actually cultivate that kind of inner stability?
Yeah.
Is it just about thinking positive thoughts and hoping for the best?
It's definitely more than just wishful thinking.
Okay.
The Kybalion emphasizes mental discipline
Okay.
and deliberate effort.
Right.
It's about actively engaging the I, that masculine principle of willpower and intention
Yeah.
to shape the me and create a more grounded sense of self.
Okay, so we're not just passive passengers on this mental journey.
No.
We have the power to steer the ship,
You do.
to shape our own destinies, so to speak.
Exactly. And that's where the true potential of the me begins to unfold.
Okay.
Once we release those limiting identifications with the physical and the fleeting,
Yeah.
we tap into a wellspring of creative power.
Okay, now you're really speaking my language.
Yeah.
Creativity is my jam.
All right.
So tell me more about how this mental gender dance unlocks our creative potential.
Okay, so imagine the me freed from those external attachments as like a fertile garden brimming with possibilities. It's a space where ideas, emotions, and inspiration can take root and blossom.
Right.
But it needs a gardener,
Go
a
ahead.
guiding force to cultivate those seeds and bring them to life.
And that's where the I comes in, right?
Exactly.
It's like the I is the master gardener.
Yes.
Carefully tending to the me
Uh-huh.
and nurturing its creative potential.
That's it.
It's a beautiful partnership.
It is.
This is making so much sense.
good.
It's not about one principle dominating the other.
Right.
It's about a dynamic interplay,
Yeah,
a collaboration between the masculine and feminine forces within us.
exactly.
And it's through this dance that we truly become conscious creators of our own lives.
That's the heart of the Kybalion's message.
Wow.
It's about understanding this interplay of mental gender and learning to harness its power to manifest our desires, shape our realities, and ultimately live more fulfilling lives.
Wow. I am so hooked on this concept.
Me too.
But I have a feeling we've only scratched the surface. We still need to explore how this mental gender thing plays out in the real world.
We do.
Like, how does it affect our relationships, our creativity,
Yes.
and even our ability to resist those tempting online ads?
You're absolutely right. We've just laid the foundation, and now it's time to see how this principle manifests in our everyday experiences.
Okay,
Get ready to dive deeper because things are about to get really interesting.
I'm ready.
Wait, what?
Let's do it. So we've got this like incredible creative powerhouse within us, right?
Uh-huh.
But it needs both the masculine and feminine forces working together
Yeah.
to truly flourish.
Okay.
It's like that iconic scene in Ghost, you know,
Yeah.
where Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze are at the pottery wheel.
Right.
The clay is the raw potential,
Uh-huh.
but it takes their combined energy,
Okay.
the focus and the feeling to mold it into something beautiful.
Oh, I love that analogy. And okay, I'm ready to get a little woo-woo here.
All right, let's do it.
The Kybalion also talks about this principle playing a role in things like, wait for it,
What's that?
psychic phenomena,
Oh, okay.
telepathy.
Right.
Are we going full Stranger Things now?
Hold on to your hats because this is where things get really mind-bending.
Okay.
The Kybalion suggests that phenomena like telepathy, hypnosis, even that feeling when you just know what someone's going to say
Yeah.
can be understood through the lens of mental gender.
Okay, all right, break this down for me. How does sending a thought across a room,
Okay.
or like 11 closing a gate with her mind, have anything to do with masculine and feminine energies?
All right. So the Kybalion proposes that thought itself is a form of energy, a
Okay.
vibration.
Okay.
And guess what?
Yeah.
It follows the same principles of mental gender.
Oh, wow.
The masculine will projects those thoughts outward.
Uh-huh.
The me of another person, their feminine receptive side, acts like an antenna,
Okay.
picking up those vibrations.
So it's like our minds are sending out radio waves.
Yeah.
And if someone is tuned to the right frequency,
Bam!
they receive the message.
That's a great way to visualize it. Think about that time you and your best friend both reached for the phone at the exact same moment to call each other.
Oh, yeah.
Coincidence.
Right.
Or a subtle mental gender connection.
Whoa. Now I'm thinking about all those times I've just felt someone staring at me
Uh-huh.
and then turned around. Yep, there they are.
Exactly.
Hold on. If this is really a thing, wouldn't that mean we're all susceptible to mental manipulation?
That's a good point.
Like, couldn't someone with bad intentions hijack our me
Uh-huh.
and make us do things?
That's where the importance of balance comes in.
Okay.
If we're not consciously cultivating our masculine, our willpower and discernment,
Yeah.
we become more vulnerable to those external influences.
Okay.
The Kybalion isn't advocating for shutting down our feminine receptivity,
Uh-huh.
but it's stressing the need to have a strong captain steering the ship.
So it's like, yeah, keep the radio receiver on, but make sure you've also got a filter to block out the static and the spam calls.
Exactly. And that's why the Kybalion emphasizes practices like meditation visualization,
Right.
even affirmations.
Right.
These are all ways to strengthen the I,
Uh-huh.
to become more intentional with the thoughts and energies we're projecting and receiving.
I'm getting serious Jedi Master vibes here.
I love it.
Training our minds to be strong and focused.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's bring this down from the psychic realm for a sec.
Okay.
How about in everyday life, does mental gender play a role in, say, how we interact with others?
Absolutely. Ever met someone who just oozes charisma?
Oh, yeah.
The kind of person who walks into a room and everyone's drawn to them.
Yeah.
They might be unconsciously mastering this principle.
Okay.
Their eye is strong, their vision is clear, and they project that outward influencing the me of those around them.
So like Oprah, Beyonce,
Yeah.
that super inspiring teacher you had in high school.
Exactly.
They got that powerful eye energy that just pulls you in.
Spot on. Think about those magnetic leaders throughout history. Those who inspired movements and changed the world, they had a strong sense of purpose, a clear vision, and they were able to transmit that to others, igniting a spark in their me.
Okay, so charisma isn't just some magical quality you're born with.
Right.
It's about cultivating that inner strength, that I energy.
Exactly.
But here's the flip side. What about when we're on the receiving end of someone else's strong I?
Yeah.
Does that mean we're just putting in their hands?
That's the danger of not actively engaging our own I. If we're not conscious of this interplay,
Right.
we can become susceptible to the influence of others, whether it's a manipulative partner, a pushy salesperson,
Right.
or even those cleverly targeted ads that make us crave things we don't need.
Ooh, don't even get me started on those targeted ads.
I know, right?
They're like mental ninjas slipping into our subconscious
Yes.
and planting desires we never knew we had.
It's true.
It's like they're speaking directly to our vulnerable me,
Yes.
bypassing the I entirely.
That's exactly why understanding mental gender is so empowering.
Yeah.
It's like having a shield against those mental ninjas.
Right.
By consciously cultivating our willpower and discernment,
Yeah.
we can choose which thoughts and influences we allow into our mental garden.
This is blowing my mind. It's
Okay.
like we're not just victims of circumstance. We have the power to shape our own thoughts, emotions, and even our susceptibility to influence.
You got it.
It's like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix.
Uh-huh.
But instead of bullets, we're dodging negative thoughts and limiting beliefs.
Yeah. Love that analogy. And it all comes down to understanding this ancient principle of mental gender.
Yeah.
By consciously cultivating the I, we become masters of our own mental domain, shaping our realities and creating lives that are aligned with our true selves.
This is seriously powerful stuff, folks.
Yeah.
We've talked about psychic phenomena, charisma, even those sneaky targeted ads.
We have.
But there's so much more to explore.
There is.
How does mental gender influence our creativity, our relationships, our sense of purpose?
All great questions.
Don't go anywhere, because after we take a quick pause, we'll dive even deeper into this fascinating principle and how we can use it to unlock our full potential.
Wait, what?
All right, deep divers, we've been exploring this mind-blowing concept of mental gender.
Yeah.
The masculine and feminine energies swirling within us like a cosmic dance party.
I like it.
We've talked about everything from telepathy to Oprah's superpower.
Yeah.
But how do we actually put this ancient wisdom to work in our everyday lives?
Well, the Kybalion doesn't just drop this knowledge bomb and leave us hanging.
Okay, good.
It actually offers some practical techniques for mastering this mental tango.
Okay,
Think of it like learning a new dance move.
okay.
It takes practice,
Right.
awareness, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone.
So no more just letting our me get swept away by whatever catchy jingle or charismatic influencer comes along.
No more.
Time to step up and lead.
Yes.
Dancing with the Stars style.
Exactly. It's about becoming the conscious choreographer of our own minds.
Okay, I like that.
One of the most powerful tools the Kybalion highlights is visualization.
Okay.
It's not just about daydreaming.
Right.
It's about intentionally using our willpower
Uh-huh.
to create mental images that align with our desires.
Okay, so like instead of scrolling through social media
Yeah.
and getting envious of everyone's seemingly perfect lives,
Right.
I should be picturing myself achieving my own goals.
Yes.
Like manifesting that dream job or finally writing that novel I've been talking about forever.
You got it. Athletes use visualization all the time to improve their performance.
Oh, really?
They mentally rehearse their moves,
Okay.
seeing themselves winning the race or scoring the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And studies show it actually works.
Cool.
It's like pre-programming your mind for success.
So basically, fake it till you make it, but for your thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
You could dig it.
I
But what about those times when, like, negative thoughts creep in?
Uh-huh.
You know the self-doubt demons that tell you you're not good enough?
Yeah.
Or that your dreams are too big?
Right. Well, that's where the I steps in as your inner superhero,
Uh-huh.
ready to battle those negative thought gremlins.
Right.
The Kybalion emphasizes the power of affirmations.
Okay.
Consciously choosing positive, empowering statements
Mm-hmm.
to counteract those limiting beliefs.
So instead of letting that inner critic say, you'll never get that promotion,
Yeah.
I should be firing back with, I am capable and deserving, and I'm going to rock that interview.
Yes. It's like giving your I a pep talk, right?
Right, exactly.
It's about feeding your mind with positive, empowering messages that align with your goals.
Uh-huh.
It's like creating a mental soundtrack for success.
I like it.
Remember, the me is receptive, so whatever you feed it will take root.
Right.
Choose wisely.
Okay, I'm feeling inspired.
Okay.
Let's be. Real life isn't always sunshine and rainbows.
That's true.
What about when things get tough, when we face challenges or setbacks? How can mental gender help us navigate those storms?
Well, this is where the dynamic interplay of masculine and feminine becomes even more crucial.
Okay.
The I provides the strength,
Right.
the resilience to keep going even when things get tough.
Yeah.
But the me, with its intuition and emotional intelligence,
Okay.
helps us process those challenges, learn from them, and emerge even stronger.
So it's like I is the sturdy ship navigating through the storm,
Yeah.
and the me is the compass guiding us towards safe harbor.
Beautifully put. It's about finding that balance between action and reflection,
Yeah.
between pushing forward and allowing ourselves to feel and process our emotions. It's in those moments of challenge that our true character is forged.
This has been such an illuminating deep dive.
It has.
We've learned about this ancient principle of mental gender,
Yeah.
how it plays out in our minds and in the world around us,
Right.
and how we can use it to become more conscious creators of our own lives.
Yes.
It's like we've been given a secret map to navigate the inner landscape of our minds.
And the best part is the journey's just begun. I love that.
The more we explore this principle, the more we discover its endless potential.
Right.
It's about cultivating that dynamic dance between the masculine and feminine, within us becoming masters of our thoughts, emotions, and ultimately our destinies.
So to wrap things up for our amazing listeners,
Yes.
the biggest takeaway is this.
What's that?
You have the power to shape your own reality.
You do.
It starts with understanding this incredible interplay of mental gender,
Yes.
then consciously choosing the thoughts, beliefs, and influences that you allow to take root in your mental garden.
Remember, you're not just a passenger on this journey.
Right.
You are the captain of your own ship,
Yeah.
the choreographer of your own mental dance.
I love that.
Go out there, deep divers, and create a life that is truly aligned with your authentic, empowered self.
Mic drop. What a fantastic deep dive this has been.
It has been fantastic.
And for all of you listening, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the mysteries of the mind. Until next time, fellow knowledge seekers.
Wait, what? Wait, what?